Championship Wrestling Show from Blakely's Nightclub in Chesapeake. I'm Chris Perry from ESPN Radio 1310. The first match on this show is an intriguing tag team contest. We've got Hot Property and Corey James, two former cruiserweight champions, teaming together for the first time against the Gentlemen's Club of Lord Everett DeVore and the Latin Lover. Right now, the Gentlemen's Club regrouping outside the ring. Neil Sharkey, very sneaky at ringside with Persephone, getting his troops together. Justin Pruitt gives the count. Taking their time outside. Now with the headlock into the ropes, Corey throws. Good shoulder block. Big power slam by Corey James. Now James is the current VCW Cruiserweight Champion and is showing his skills very nicely here. Corey goes outside. And Lord Everett DeVore in a compromising position. Neil Sharkey watches on. Big frog splash off the top rope by Hot Property. He's looking for the count. The Latin Lover to the top rope. Down hard. With the pin, Justin Pruitt in for the count. Big win for the Gentlemen's Club. As the crowd looks on here at Blakely's, Pat Anderson returning to VCW on a mission, looking for Preston Quinn, but tonight he takes on Robert Royal and Pat Anderson with the big win at Blakely's nightclub. Pat Anderson, like I mentioned earlier, looking for Preston Quinn down the line, takes care of business. And now, two very talented young individuals here in VCW. We've got Gotti taking on Scab. Scab with the good duck there. Gotti is up. Insecurity by Scab. Knocks Gotti to the canvas. Both men looking for a big win in VCW. With the win, it certainly propels them in the ranks. 4 titles here in VCW, both trying to give a good performance. Look out for the super kick, one of Scab's trademarks. Gotti ducks. Low blow. Scab to the canvas. Gotti looking for the opportunity, and he does take it for the choke. Justin Pruitt in there with the count. As the crowd looks on, great crowd here at Blakely's nightclub in Chesapeake. Certainly looking forward to coming back here in the near future. Scab down to the mat again. Gotti with the boot. Gotti certainly has done very well on the independent scene throughout North Carolina and here in VCW. And the Boston Crab. Gotti's got it on. The cinch in tight. Scab powers out. Scab has been on the independent scene for quite a while. Very talented individual looking for the big win. Gotti looks around. Taking his time. Right now, and the big punch. Gotti, I guess, feels he has his opponent where he wants him. Not afraid to take his time here and see if he can get the big win to the top rope. Scab fights back. Pushes him off. Gotti to the canvas. Scab to the very top, but cannot get off there as Gotti again plays to the crowd. The punch. And Gotti again sets Scab up. Looking for the second rope ace crusher. If he hits this, that's probably the win for Gotti, and he misses. Now Scab looking for his trademark super kick. If he lands, it's probably the win for him. He does. He connects for the pin. Big win for Scab here at Blakely's. DB has an intense feud right now in BCW with Skeeter and the Saltwater Redneck. That feud came to a head here at Blakely's. Both 2DB and the smooth operator, Steve Perez, taking care of business. Skeeter and Saltwater both out of the ring, trying to regroup as 2DB and Steve Perez win the match at Blakely's. Hardcore confrontation. The king of hardcore in VCW, Idol X, taking on JT Rain and Logan Knight. Now, this is the first hardcore encounter for the three together, but Idol X, I wouldn't want to step in there with him. He is, like I mentioned, the king of hardcore, not afraid to come off the balcony at Middies many times. If you get a chance to see him, look for that. Big shot with the trash can. Now, Logan Knight showing a lot of courage here, stepping into this situation. Looks to hit him with the trash can lid. Anything can happen in a match of this nature, and everything did happen in this one. Idol X swings the can. JT Rain down on the mat. Logan Knight down as well. Former member of Ravens Flock in WCW, Lodi. Not a fan favorite here in Virginia. As you see from the sign, Lodi taking care of business on the independent scene, taking on the only two-time VCW World Heavyweight Champion, Ray Storm. Storm comes across. Lodi tries for the hip toss. Storm reverses, sends Lodi to the mat. This will be a big win for Storm if he can get it on the former WCW star. Lodi playing to the crowd. That may be his downfall as Storm takes him down. Ray Storm kept the world title in this contest, but just barely. Now, for the main event of the evening, the legendary Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express. Certainly fans in this area very familiar with them. Taking on local hero Pat Cusick. Now, Pat Cusick, only 23 years old, is having a chance tonight to take on one of his heroes. As he grew up watching wrestling, Ricky Morton, this is a huge contest for the young grappler. Now Ricky Morton working that left hand. Now, Pat, you can see his right hand heavily taped, actually fractured his thumb a few months back in VCW in a battle royal. But Ricky Morton taking it to the young gun here. A lot of supporters in the crowd for Pat Cusick, his family in attendance, as well as many friends. And Ricky Morton taking care of business. Big punch, but Pat comes back. Firing right hand. Driving Ricky Morton to the rope. Reversal. Big clothesline into the corner by the legendary tag team champion, Ricky Morton. Now, Pat Cusick is a graduate of Western Branch High School and has done very well since breaking into wrestling back in 1998, trying to prove himself, paying his dues on the independent scene. So Ricky Morton, low blow, takes Pat down. Now, Morton, of course, has done a very accomplished singles wrestler as well. Works mostly through North Carolina, through down the East Coast, here in Virginia as a mainstay, actually former VCW World Champion. Ricky Morton with the figure four, leg lock, and locks it in. Pat Cusick. This could be all. Justin Pruitt checks in, seeing if Pat can go, getting fired up, trying to hang in there. I mean, this is a huge contest for the young man. As he is paying his dues, he's working hard. If he could get a win over Ricky Morton, that would probably be the biggest win of his career so far. Ricky Morton lets it go. Now, Pat has him in the corner. Punches. He lays him in strong. Might have Morton reeling here. Reversal by Ricky Morton. Pat reverses. Rolls him up. Big three. Pat Cusick with the win. Big win for the young man, and Ricky Morton can't believe it.
VCW comes to Middies Nightclub in Newport News, Virginia on Sunday night, April the 1st with a bell time of 6:15 p.m. 6 big matches plus WWF WrestleMania live as it happens at Middies, the leader in nighttime entertainment. April 14th, Williamsburg Indoor Complex. May the 13th, we return to Blakely's Nightclub in Chesapeake. VCW, experience the excitement when we come to a town near you.